Okay, so presumably you have watched some of the inspirational footage from Georges Méliès, and now we're actually going to try our hand at that same kind of appearing, disappearing trick. And there's a few variations we can do with it as well. So here we are, we're at Special Effects Part 1. There's going to be 4 parts to this whole series we're doing on special effects. We're going to start just by downloading these clips. So, download this one, and trust me, these guys they're winners. And I'm going to download the other one as well. And once they're downloaded, I'm going to head over into Premiere. And we're going to set this up pretty much the same way you did your last project. We're going to click on New Project. We're going to give it a name, like, let's call it Special Effects Part 1. And we are going to create it. Awesome. Here we are in our workspace again. We're going to import the media here, and I'm going to go to File, Import. Just like in Photoshop, there's multiple ways to do things. You can hit Control-I, you can click Import. You can actually just double-click in this space to do the same thing. So we're going to go with just this, Import. And like everything else we download, it winds up in our Downloads folder. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to hold Shift and click that one so I can get both of them at the same time and hit Open. All right. And let's take a look at this one. Both of these are roughly working on the same principle. Let's start with this one. I'm going to double click it to take a look at what this is. And I'm going to scrub back to the start with my little playhead thing here. And I'm going to hit the play button and watch it. Wow, this is great. So there's a bunch of stuff at the start that isn't really all that helpful. So we're just going to wait until we get to there. Okay. So that looks like something interesting. I'm going to play it backwards. There we go. And I can play the video backwards, incidentally, just by using the J button. So J, K, L are my buttons. So L goes forward, J goes backwards, and K stops. So those are handy little keyboard shortcuts you can use if you want to just kind of go back and forth in a file. So I'm going to start, use my arrow keys now to back it up really carefully right before I throw it. I'm going to go I, or I can press this to mark the end point. You can see it's made a little change to the way this is showing on me up here on my timeline. And I'm going to go like that. Cool. And do that a few times. You know what? I'm actually going to back up here. I like it where it starts there. The keys are more in frame. And then, okay, I grab a bottle and do the same thing. Awesome. I'm just going to grab that much, and I'm going to take this and drag it down into my timeline. So what I've done by marking the in and the out here, using I and O for in and out, or I can use these keyboards, or these shortcuts here, is it just allows me to drag only that portion of the video down into my timeline. Alternately, I can just take the whole thing and then cut it to size down here as well, right? Everything in Adobe you can do more than one way. So I'm just going to grab that to zoom in a little bit so I can see my footage more closely. And here we go. Okay, so there's me. What I want to do is create an effect where I throw the keys up in the air and they come down as the bottle. So I want to basically find out, so the keys actually leave frame. So I'm just going to cut it right there. And I'm just going to use my razor tool, right, this one here. And then I'm going to play it until we get to, there's a bottle, same thing. Aha. So that's where the bottle's out of frame. So I'm going to I'll just cut it right there. Use my selection tool, click that, and I can hit delete. Or if I don't want to have to drag that over, of course I could do that. But another way I can do it is if I click this once, I hit shift delete, it actually just pulls it out and collapses the stuff ahead of it into the empty space. So let's just see what this looks like. It's not going to look like, we're not doing Marvel movie level effects here, but it'll look pretty good. Whoa, that's amazing. So that's version 1. The other one, I'm going to leave you to figure that one out. And that one is is a video of me hopping around in the Drama Portable. Again, I've got all this stuff at the start that I don't really need. So I'm going to just throw my endpoint there just for fun. And what do? I'm going to hop, and then move over, hop again, or hop again. So what I can do with something like that is I can actually make myself teleport, hop up in one place and come down in another. But see if you can figure out how to work that one. When you're done this project, you're going to export it and you're going to upload it to Brightspace. Super duper easy. If you want to get creative with it, start messing with some of the other tools, see what kind of effects you can apply to it, add some titling. I don't care. That'd be kind of fun, right? Be adventurous. That's cool. But the real thing we're aiming for here is just that disappearing, reappearing kind of trick like Georges Méliès used to use. So finish her up, upload it, you're good to go.